Earth's enormous velocity.
Higher.
Thank him.
Knowledge far in advance of our own.
That's a smart thing.
Contact is established. We now transmit you direct.
Idle time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is terrific.
Maybe there's just a delay.
Can you
Because
hear
I
Cassiel scratching
counted.
himself?
Yeah.
Listen, you guys. If you guys hear my cat in this podcast, I'm so sorry. This is not my workstation. Usually, if it weren't for social distancing, we'd be at Kim's house right now. But since, we're trying to be good citizens and socially distancing, I am at my house, and this desk is not my desk. This desk is my cat's desk. So, there is no going around it. So, I apologize if you hear him. I'm so scared that he's going to drop my shit, Kim. I'm so scared. He just
hold
jumped down.
everything.
He
Wait,
just
are
jumped
you
down.
using your heavy thing? The heavy arm to your microphone?
The thing is, it's not the arm that's a problem. The problem... Man, I'm going in red now. The problem isn't this arm. It's the audio interface.
Oh, you think he's gonna knock that down?
Yes, and then there will be a
okay.
big problem. Like, at least, if, like, my arm thing falls, it's funny. Like, we'll hear a little bit of that. But if this shit comes off, it's just donezo.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm lucky enough that my cat is laying on my bed watching, so
Yeah.
we shouldn't hear him unless he decides he wants to be particularly chatty, but he should be fine.
Yeah, and you're probably going to hear him eating at his bowl because for some reason...
He's way hungry today.
He's always way hungry. He's just like, if there's food out there, he'll just keep snacking and snacking and snacking. And, it's cool. Like, he gets fat. Like, I love that. I like the fat cat aesthetic. But, like,
Same.
it's like while we're recording, and it's not like I could put him outside, because if I put him outside, then he's just going to be, meow, meow. And I'll be like, I have to keep getting up and down. Like, Toki's on the bed.
Yeah.
Toki's just straight chilling. Like, there's going to be no problems out of that dog. But this cat, he's very adventurous.
It's funny how, like, the animals are always where you are. It's like you have an entourage all the time.
Hey, oh, they make me
Because
feel
when
so
you're
special.
in the living room, they're in the living room on the couch. And now that you're in the room, they're in the room with you.
You know what Castiel is actually... Castiel. He's not my cat. That's Carlos's cat. So, he likes to, like, be all depressed and moody and just be in the room by himself when Carlos isn't home. But as soon as he hears that car go beep, beep, he's like, oh, and it's like, ah! And it's just like, really?
Well, I don't know. I think cats are like that. Because Caligula does that to me, too, sometimes. Like, there's been times where I'll come home from work, and it's like, he didn't hear no car because I don't have one. And then plus we live on the second story. But I don't know. He just knows the sound of my feet or something. Because there's been times, like a lot of times, I'll open the door and he's right there on the ground. And there's been times where Anthony has told me that he jumped up when I came. But he doesn't do that when other people come. Because when I'm there, I don't see him do that. So I don't know. Maybe they just memorize the sound of their people and go from
What
there.
if he could smell you?
Not from downstairs, he can't.
What if he feels like your aura or something like that? Like the aura just touches. Like
Maybe.
there's like a force field.
We're kinetically connected. I don't know.
So tell me, Kim, what you drinking today?
Some water. It's some Members Mark purified mineral enhanced for taste water.
Get that weak shit out of here, Kim. I thought we were going to be like, okay, we're going to drink something like spicy, like something good.
Spicy.
Like I got you
mean,
all the
I
Smirnoff
usually-
ices. They're all at your house.
They're still in my room.
know
I can
they
grab
are.
one
That's
right
what I'm
now.
saying. Don't do
Fine.
this to me.
Okay, I'll grab one.
Thank you.
I'll drink water and that. Hold on.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey.
Oh, no. I'll
party up in
drink-
here.
One of these. I've never had the Smirnoff screwdriver or the peach Bellini, so I don't know. I'll drink one of these.
Oh yeah, that's good. You wanna ask me what I'm drinking
And
today?
Yeah, what you drinking today? What you got?
I have some I wish it was homemade. Some Kirkland's organic lemonade with
Ooh.
an ounce of Knob Creek whiskey or bourbon? Some type of alcohol
brown.
in there. Yeah, it's brown.
It's brown.
Yeah. It's in there.
Man.
Got it ready.
I wish I hadn't run out of orange juice because then I could have just made myself a smoothie.
With some vodka?
No, we don't have. I don't have alcohol here since I don't be drinking like that. There might be some Jameson in here somewhere.
Hey, Jameson's some good stuff.
Anthony be drinking it. It tastes like rubbing alcohol. Like that's what I would imagine if I ever took a sip of rubbing alcohol. I feel like that's what it tastes like.
Listen, rubbing alcohol saves lives. This shit like scrubs your soul
On
clean.
the outside of your body, not the inside.
This is stuff is to
of
go
your
in there and
body.
heal all the little scrapes in your soul. Like, it burns a
think I'll
little
drink
bit, but that's
the-
when you know it's working.
The orange juice one, since I'm out of orange juice.
Sounds delicious.
Ah,
Wait, which one's that one?
okay. The screwdriver.
The screwdriver?
Yeah.
Oh.
I gotta do like a beauty guru, like.
Yes, please get in focus.
This is weird.
What?
Like not sitting in front of each other
I know.
to
It's,
record, but
it's the
we'll
weirdest
see.
thing.
I mean, this will be helpful because I mean, I have been wondering how we were gonna figure this out. I mean, before coronavirus and all of that nonsense, because I was probably gonna be gone for the 3 weeks for camp, but this would be a cool way to still be able to do it while I'm there.
You're going to be recording from camp? No way.
No, I like if this is successful,
Uh-huh.
then I could.
Yeah.
Because all I need is just the internet and my computer and my microphone, and then we can still record episodes.
No, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, for whenever I do go back to camp outside of this. I don't know. They sent an email, and they're pretty much like, if this is done before camp, we still gonna go. So,
Hey, see,
they're
that's the only thing you
optimistic.
can do. Like, listen.
same though.
Once the Rona's over, we just gotta continue off of daily life. You know what? I saw this meme that said, when the Rona's over and everything shut down, I'm gonna wait a few days. Oh, fuck me. Did you see that?
What was he scurried across your screen.
He's like so quiet. Like, it's funny because this mic can pick up like anything, but like when he walks around, he's just so stealth-like. Like, this is really like a fucking
Yeah,
deadly
I heard
machine.
like it was light. What I heard, he was
Yeah.
very light on his feet.
And now he's being so needy because now that there's someone sitting here, he's like, yes, attention. But you know what? Same. Like, when someone's with me, like, please give me attention. Anyway, back to the
All
meme.
right, so
So they said that once the Rona's I know. You could cut this out, Kim. Don't worry. You could cut this out.
no, I know, but I'm just saying I saw that same meme, and I'm like, as being a person who, regardless of the quarantine, being an essential worker, I have to breathe in whatever air is out there at any time.
That's true. But I was just saying, like, listen. I'm like, I'll go to like stores and stuff like that, whatever. But I'm not going to go into large gatherings yet until like some time passes. I'm like, all right, no one's getting sick. All right, let's go. But watch, my ass is gonna go out there, and then the Rona's gonna be back. Like the
First new case.
what is it called? Fucking the source of the outbreak. That's gonna be me.
Dang, you're gonna be the bat or the monkey.
Yeah, and there he goes with licky mode.
Wait, stop. Yeah, I can hear it.
I know.
I was like, can I hear it? I can't
Castiel,
hear it.
cut it out. I'm so sorry, people. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do.
There's
with
gonna
him.
be. It's fine. We'll just have to talk over the cat licking.
Yeah.
Should we just start over?
Start over how?
The intro?
You can start the intro, Kim. Go for it.
Okay. All right. Hi. Welcome to Item 9 Podcast. This is Kim.
And Hyra.
This is our first episode where we're not in the same location.
Yeah.
So things might be a little bit strange. You might hear animal noises. It is what it is.
I'm so sorry.
Quarantine is rough.
It's real out here. But you know what? Keep doing it. You're helping people stay healthy and safe, and that's all we can do. It sucks, but listen, she gonna be over soon, so we're gonna be okay. And then I can go back to seeing this beautiful face, this beautiful melanin goddess in front of me live in person. But for now, I'll settle for
right.
this kitty cat.
There you go. Same. So today's episode, I have been trying to figure out how I was going to organize it for a while, because it was one of the first topics that we had talked about when we were like brainstorming ideas for like our episodes. And if you know me, you know one of my favorite things in the world is Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Like,
Gryffindor all day, every day.
I'm a proud Gryffindor. I have a lot of Gryffindor merch. I have a Harry Potter tattoo that says, I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good because the Marauders are my favorite.
Potter one you have?
Yeah, I just have one Harry Potter tattoo so far.
Oh, shit.
I mean, you guys can't see, but Hire can see. I have a Marauders map.
Oh, yeah, back there.
And it's interactive, which is super cute. You can see the some of the footprints walking around. Yeah, it's so cute. But yeah, the Marauders are my favorite. My two favorite Harry Potter characters are Remus Lupin and Sirius Black. My favorite, I have Sirius Black's wand, which I just got for my birthday from Universal Studios. So I love Harry Potter. And so you would think that I would have already ventured into the world of fan fiction, but this is something new. So
I don't think it's that new.
well, no, I started like actively like really like reading fan fiction and looking it up and trying to figure out what's going on like December.
Really?
And it's barely April now, yeah. And so let me take you through the journey that I've gone through so
I'm
far.
ready. Let's go.
So this is pretty much going to be like your intro to fan fiction.
Please, because listen, she knows all this stuff about it, and she'll tell me about it, but I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. But I literally have no idea what she's talking about. Like, I've seen the Harry Potter stuff. I know about it, like, but, you know, I don't eat, breathe, stop it. I don't eat, breathe, sleep Harry Potter, so she'll mention some stuff, and I know it, but then all of a sudden she starts talking about some of these relationships, like, spicy.
Yeah, so okay. I'd known about them obviously for like forever, and what used to catch my eye, so on Pinterest I pin stuff, like a lot of things that I like, all types of things. And so one day they had like an update a few years ago where you can categorize your board. So pretty much you have different boards, and now within those boards you can make categories. And so I already had a fandoms board. So it had Harry Potter stuff in there. It has Batman, but it's mostly like, you know, like
Batman.
DC stuff in it. Yeah, it has I'm looking at my own boards right now. I have a Bob's Burger board. I have a Marvel board. I have a Game of Thrones one, a horror movie one, and a Disney one, which has like Disney
cool.
princesses. And then I just have some like random stuff that are just in there, like loose in the board, in my in the board, the pin board. So
this is all just Pinterest, right?
yeah, this is just Pinterest. Like I haven't even gotten into like the fan fiction sites.
Oh, fuck me, man.
So on Pinterest, when they started to let you make these these mini boards within your like main boards, I started to like go through and organize my pins in my free time. And so through saving like Harry Potter pins, because first it was like main cast stuff, so it's like Harry and Ron and Hermione, and then there's this great artist whose name I don't know, who she draws scenes that they pulled out of the movies that they didn't include, that are like big or different in the books. And so a lot of them are really, really great. Like I'm looking at one right now, but I guess I can
show me one.
put a piece of one. I could put a piece of one
that's so cute.
on the Instagram.
See, I
yeah,
wish
so
I
this
had some of
is
that art talent, man.
me too, because this one is Ginny and Harry's first kiss,
That's so cute.
and everybody's shocked.
That guy is angry.
So-
He's like, the fuck, that's my bitch.
Well, that's Dean Thomas, and remember Ginny and Dean were dating like on and off.
Not really.
And then,
I don't know.
Well, yeah, because Hyra's a Harry Potter fan, but she hasn't read the books.
Listen, okay. In my defense, I read the whole first book, but I just couldn't get into it. And those books are motherfucking big. Like, that took me a minute to read. So like if one giant book is not gonna suck me in, like I'm not gonna.
Well, the
try
first
to.
one's kind of small. They get bigger. They increase in size.
But just imagine, Kim, how old were we? Little teenagers. I'm still fucking.
Even before that, because I can remember when I was in like maybe like first grade or something, there was this old guy who used to come to our class and read to us, and he was reading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. That's like my earliest memory of Harry Potter.
Maybe I have to try again as an adult, but just like.
Or you can get Audible, just listen to them.
That's true, but you know I have so much music to be jamming to.
You got options, because I switch on and off. Sometimes I'll randomly be like, I think I'm gonna listen to Goblet of Fire this month, and then stop listening to music into like on my walks to work and stuff. So it is what it is.
You know what? That comes to show you guys. You guys never know what people are listening to. So
yeah, I'm walking around. You think I'm jamming to whatever music I look like I listen to, and then I'm listening to Goblet of Fire or Prisoner of Azkaban walking to work, like. But yeah, and so I've organized all like my pins, and so through saving photos of Harry Potter, like people's artwork, I started to notice some things that looked out of place.
Really?
So
do tell.
First thing I noticed is there are a lot of artist renderings of Harry Potter and Draco Malfoy looking real romantic. And I was like,
some
what
people
is
love
that?
that bad boy gone good. So like,
Exactly.
I
That's a trope. That is a trope. So
and Malfoy is a handsome boy. Like, you know, like hello.
Yeah. No, and then there's this hold on. Let me get to that. So I see those and I'm like, okay, all right. And then the next ones that I start to see are Sirius Black and Remus Lupin, like romantically involved. Like, so I was like, okay, when I see, yeah. And so when I see, I don't ship Harry and Draco, because I just don't. Like, oh well. Like, I'm going to tell you, if you're someone who ships them, like, congratulations, it ain't me. But I could 100%. The second I saw that, and then like that, I really gave it some thought. I was like, you know what? I'm feeling that. It makes sense for them to be a couple because the Remus and Tonks thing never really like made sense to me, especially if you only watch the movies, because their relationship is not even like skipped over. It's like out of place.
I'm sorry, excuse my cat. He just sneezed.
It's okay. Like their relationship looks 100% out of place. It's like literally she shows up to pick Harry up from his home one day with some of the Order members. And then next thing you know, her and Lupin are together. And it's like, when did that happen? Mm-hmm. In the books, there's more to it. But then there's also Molly Weasley is kind of trying to like hook her up with Charlie. Mm-hmm. But that does not work out either. Like, she don't want him. She wants Remus, who is older. But then that's another thing that always bothered me about the movies. They aged all the adults up a lot.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So in the book, Lily and James Potter die when they're like 21 years old.
No way.
So yeah, they're like 21 when Harry's 1. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, and it would have been better for them to show how young they were, because then it really shows the like how hard war is. Because it's like wartime be like that, you know? Like a lot of times young people die young. Yeah. But in the movies, they've aged them up a lot. Just like, okay, even when the like main story starts with Harry going to school at 11 years old, Snape is like in his early 30s. Like, that's where he's supposed to be. Lupin, Remus Lupin, Sirius, all of them are in their early 30s.
Yeah, you're right, because whenever I watch the movies, they do look so old. And it's just like, now that you're saying it, but, you know, age, I guess, is a relative thing, because how old is a 40-year-old really supposed to look like? I don't know, but all I know is...
But how old is a 30-year-old supposed to look like?
Not
like,
that old.
Okay, we don't look that old, and we're in our late 20s, so they shouldn't look that old, being in their early 30s. Like, they should be looking closer to our age.
I know, but like you said, they've been through some stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't blame them for looking a little weathered. Like, you know,
First of
you're
all,
gonna put a brand new piece
Snape
of leather
shouldn't
out.
look weathered at all because he's been chilling. Whichever side he was on at whatever point, he was chilling, so he shouldn't look that weathered at all.
Listen, he had some strain to go through. Okay, his soul was contemplated. You know, give him. You know, just because he's physically not out there, emotionally he's stressed. Kim, give him a break.
Side note, Hyra is a Snape fan.
I love
and
Snape.
I am not.
I could have
And
changed him.
We argue about it all the time, and my stance is that he's a bully. It is what it is. She thinks that he's a redeemable soul.
He
It
is
is
totally
what it is.
redeemable. Like, I could have saved
It
him.
is
Kim.
what it is.
I could
Like,
fix that.
We just have to agree to disagree. I mean, I'm like, if it took place in modern times, he'd be in your age group, so you could have, I guess, if you
Listen,
wanted to.
I would have followed
but-
that ass to the mall, Kim. Like, I would have been there. Like, let's go.
But yeah, anyway, like, that's a big issue that I have because, okay, the Marauder era, it takes place primarily, like, when they were in Hogwarts, it was the 70s. And then almost 20 years later, when Harry Potter takes place in the 90s, which you wouldn't know from watching it, it takes place in the
Fuck
90s.
me. Like, you see the fucking movie, and you're like thinking that it's like fucking, I don't know what year it looks like, but it does not look like it's the 90s.
Well, the movies and the books have like a timeless feel. That's why you could plug it in at any time, really.
Well, yeah, but
And then
No.
the themes and stuff, like prejudices and things, those things are timeless because it still happens every day, all day.
But
all the
listen,
time.
Harry over here getting his brand new wand. Fucking Britney Spears over here having a meltdown, shaving her head off. Like, who would have known? Those things are
That's not the
colliding.
same time.
Really?
That's not the same time.
I swear though. I thought that was. Oh, was that 2000s?
No. Yes.
Oh, that
Britney
is
came
2000.
up in the 90s. So
Mm.
you got to think during Harry's time at Hogwarts, that is, early Britney, early NSYNC,
Oh my god.
Spice Girls time.
No way.
Yeah.
All the concerts they missed though.
I know. Like, there's no way with them being in England that nobody mentioned the Spice Girls. Like, there are Muggleborns. There are people who are half. Like, there's no way they didn't know about the
They
Spice
all
Girls.
jamming the
'cause they're
Spice Girls. That's the
ginormous.
thing they don't
That was-
know.
That was a big movement, and they all go back home in the summer and on some breaks. Like, there's no way they didn't know.
I'll tell
No
you what I
way.
want, what I really, really want. I'm gonna tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
That's another thing that's missing. That's what's missing from the books. A little bit of, like, things to plug in the era,
Yeah, but like you said, maybe that was her point. Like, she didn't want people to
Make
know.
it timeless.
But we know. That's the thing. We know.
Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, Harry Potter. So yeah, on Pinterest, I'm seeing these pictures with Sirius Black and Remus Lupin, and they're cute. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I usually say pins of them. I say pins of, Harry, Ron, and Hermione. I really like, they have these really nice ones of Harry as an adult.
Ooh, he looking like a scrumptious bit. Ooh.
Yeah, a whole snack.
Man.
Like,
Oh, fuck me, man. Like a whole
Harry
buffet.
as an
like,
adult. Yeah,
I don't even go to
'cause,
buffets, but I would go there.
Yeah, because he grows up to become an Auror, and then also teaches Defense Against the Dark Arts classes at Hogwarts. But I'm trying to look for a good one to show you. That's Wolfstar. Oh, here's one.
Hashtag Wolfstar.
Wait, let me show you one part first.
Oh, ain't that so sweet?
Yeah, super cute.
Touchy. Aye, against the wall. Like, let's go, Poppy. See, just a little bit of manhandling, please.
Yeah. But they're all, like, really cute. I like the ones where they're younger, too. So that's them, like, the age they are in the movie. Wait, hold on. Where's my favorite one? Let me find it. Because, I think it's... Oh, here it is. But it's, like, there's a gif of it on Instagram, the same one. Wait, this is hard.
Oh.
The screen is in the way.
Yeah. Dang.
Wait,
Did he just get fucked up?
no.
Oh, it looks like... Oh, sorry. From the screen, it looks like he got, like, bruises. And the other guy's drinking beer like, what just happened to you, bro?
this is hard to show visuals, especially since like I'm not even gonna remember which ones I showed to even include on the Instagram so that people can see. But okay, so with fan fiction, which let me give you the definition of fan fiction.
Me.
So fan fiction is stories involving popular characters that are written by fans and often posted on the internet. So there's a lot of terms that you have to kind of get used to, but I'm just going to go over the ones that I run into the most often. So ship is short for romantic relationship, popularized in fan fictions. So it's to endorse a romantic relationship. So I ship Remus and Sirius. All of these relationships, they have nicknames or like combined names, like how they do the celebrities. And so with Harry and Draco, if you were to look up Drarry, that's what you're going to get. You're going to see all the Harry and Draco stuff to your heart's desire.
So it's just pretty much like they're putting their names together like they do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay, so with Remus and Sirius, if you want to read or see things that have them two together, they're called Wolf Star. Because, Remus is a werewolf, and then Sirius is a star, like he's named after a constellation, which is the dog star.
Oh, that just clicked. I'm like, okay, that's cute. See, out of all the ship names, I really like that one.
Yeah, Wolf Star is real cute. That's a cute name, because everyone else's are like their names together, but that's the only one where it's a little bit different.
Maybe that's what gets you.
No, I don't know. So I see other terms include OTP, which is one true pairing, which when people ship multiple combinations of people, their OTP is their like favorite one. And so since I really only have one true pairing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the only one so far. Like I've said, I'm new to fan fiction, and so I haven't really read a lot of other ones. So they're my favorite so far. I mean, I might try to read a Drarry one, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know. I like Ginny. I feel like she's another thing that got skipped over in the movies. Like, if you read the books, like, she's a more, like, interesting character. Like, pretty much from jump, she was about Harry. And then, when she gets older and more mature, she, dates Dean Thomas and others and whatever. But I like her. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. So that's probably why I don't really ship. Well, I don't know. Like, is this a reoccurring thing with Pottermen? They like red hair.
It's probably passed down through genetics. They're like, if you find red hair, that's it. That's the one.
Yeah, because, I mean, Lily's hair is red, too. So.
Maybe there's a little psychology here, Kim. The love he never had from his mother. I don't know. The whole point of the whole story is that he had that love all the way through his entire life, and that's what was keeping him alive. You know what? True. You're right. But
All right. Other terms that I've come across that I see a lot are AU, which stands for alternate universe. So there's been some that I've read that are like coffee shop AU, which I like those, and I like the college AUs. And then there's also like the social media ones, which I've seen on Tumblr, which are kind of cute because it's like up to date. Like if it happened now.
That's cute.
Yeah, I like
they would be posting on Tumblr and Twitter and shit like that.
Yeah, and Instagram and Snapchat.
That's pretty cute. Man, I'm sorry, but I just have to do props to all these fucking fanfic people.
The
writers and the artists. Like, that's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's a lot, especially if they're doing multiples or writing a whole bunch or series. Because there's been several where I'm reading chapters of fan fiction, on the same one, chapters and chapters, and then it hurts my heart when you start reading a good one and it's not finished, but it's like, who am I to rush them? They gotta write it as it comes to them.
No, you're right, but still,
because there's one,
I can't help but be a little annoyed.
Yeah, because there's one that I was reading, I want to say it was towards the beginning, December, and it was an alternate universe hockey one. and it was so good. But the person
Hockey?
literally has
Hold
not
on.
up.
It just hit me. Hockey.
Yeah, where James and Sirius are like on professional hockey team,
Wow.
and Remus is their he's the the physical therapist for the hockey team. Like the whole team's
it's
physical
always
therapist.
a physical therapist. Ooh, man, sexy people.
No,
right
it's not
there.
even that. And then there's a whole like thing about like, you know, Remus, he's not new, but at the same time, like, he doesn't know them all as well, like, as he could or whatever. And then I can't remember if he's gay or bisexual in that one, because sometimes he's either or in the stories. And then he like, Sirius is supposed to be like obviously attractive. Even in the Harry Potter books, he's supposed to be like wild attractive, like rock star attractive. But yeah, and so he just like, Remus just like assumes that he doesn't have a chance with him or nothing, so he just doesn't worry about it. But then he notices after a while Sirius kind of starts flirting with him a little bit, and he's a little confused about it, like, what's going on. Then they started hanging out more, and then that's when he finds out. But then the issue is that since Sirius is a professional hockey player, he's like closeted because he doesn't want to be like the first one to come out.
Hey, it'd be like that though.
Yeah, but that story's pretty good. It's called Sweater Weather. But yeah, they haven't updated it. But that one's really good. I don't know. I try to find the ones that are finished. But then the issue is some of the ones that are finished are real short.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, it's a weird line. But yeah, I read a lot of fluff. So fluff are short, light, cute stories.
Aw.
Which, yeah, I really like those.
Aw,
they have some
babe.
angsty ones, which, you know, they gotta throw some drama in there.
Wow.
Usually the longer ones, there's always some sort of conflict.
So this is like Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Not like that. Like, it's either someone, I don't know. Okay, so one of my favorite ones is called It Was Only a Kiss. And
Hey, that's a fucking killer song. Well, not really, but it's sorry.
It's a
continue.
line from a song. But yeah, one of the conflicts is that they're like kind of seeing each other in secret. Well, first they have to come to terms with the fact that they like each other when they were both straight up until that point. And then
so they turned each other. That's fucking romantic.
yeah, and then so it starts off with James. I think they had just come back from a break or something.
Sorry,
and
the cat.
James stole a bottle of fire whiskey from home, and so they're drinking it in the common room. And then I think James and Peter were like racing each other to see who could drink the most, and so they're pretty much like wasted, and so they go up and go to sleep. And then Sirius and Remus are sitting in the common room alone, and then they're taking turns drinking, and then they end up kissing each other, and then it gets weird because they are like, what the heck, like,
I'm so
we weren't
confused.
supposed to like doing that. Yeah. And then they have to like come to terms with that. And then at first they're like, oh no, you know, boys that our age, because they're in school, they're like, ooh, what was that? Boys our age experiment, and it's okay, like, we're not different.
Yeah.
And then like Remus figures out, he's like, nah, I'm probably
gay.
yeah.
I'm probably
And
feeling
then Sirius has a harder time with it. Because then there's an expectation of being a black, and he likes that people treat him differently because of his name, and he has to like figure out like what's more important, you know.
Yeah.
But that one's really good. But yeah, so pretty much the rest of my terms. So another one that I see a lot is slow burn. And so slow
that
burn
sounds
is
so romantic. Slow burn. It's like a slow burn love. Yes, let's go.
Yeah,
Tell
that's
me.
exactly what it is.
No
That's
way!
exactly what it is. Like they okay, so it using It Was Only a Kiss as an example again. That one it's slow. I don't remember how many chapters it is. It has to be like 20 something chapters. Like it takes a minute for it to get to that, like, little by little, and then they have, the whole series, family conflict. And then the thing about their stories is sometimes regular serious brother is alive. Sometimes he's not alive.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes he's their friend, and sometimes he ain't. And in this one, he ain't their friend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he's, always younger. It's usually about 2 years younger, but sometimes they put a little bit more space between their ages. But that one, they have the whole conflict about Regulus finding out, catching them, like, at night. And then another thing is Remus's mother gets into a bad car accident. Like,
This
they gotta
always
throw...
having some shitty ass luck, huh?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's, like, one of his things. When you read the stories, like, something bad always happens to him. Because, he has to have this tragic backstory.
I don't get it. Like, why can't someone just give him a break? Just give him a break. What about we do the opposite one? Like, give the other guy some shitty backstory. Just give him
the
a
thing
break.
is, Sirius' backstory is that his parents are horrible, too. Like, he never has good parents taking care of him unless he's being raised by the Potters, which a lot of times... like how it is in the books, when he's a teenager, he runs away from home and he pretty much moves in with the Potters. So they both have that, where some bad always happens to Remus, and then Sirius' parents are always crappy.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry. It's like, it just sucks. Like, give my boy, just give him a break, please.
It helps them bond together.
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
And then the last term I had down was smut.
Oh,
Smut,
I love me some smut.
If you see that, then something graphic's gonna happen.
Hey.
But okay, so pretty much my, like, what trip into fan fiction is, like I said, I started at Pinterest, and then, organizing my pins, stumbled upon Wolfstar, and then from there I think I end up one day just like typing that in on Tumblr, because Tumblr, I had primarily used it for like the Sims stuff, for the Sims, like custom content and things, because I love the Sims. That's my video game of choice.
Yes, it is.
But then I thought about it, and I was like, you can type in other stuff here. And so for a while I was like obsessed with Jason Todd, who is my favorite Robin. Yeah, and so I had like typed in like Batman and like Jason Todd, Bat Family stuff. So I was seeing those things, and I was like, oh yeah, I can type in Harry Potter too. So that shows up on my feed too. And so when I typed in there, I started seeing like people's one shots, or like their, like, just little things that they will write that in the voice of the characters and things.
Yeah.
And then it led me to like links to, either some of them have whole stories on there, because there's one story that I'm reading called Black and White, and that one I think is entirely on Tumblr, because I want to say they're also on Archive of Our Own, which I'm getting to, but the most up-to-date pieces of that one show up on Tumblr first. And then from reading, stories on Tumblr, I was led to a website called Archive of Our Own. And so Archive of Our Own is really cool because you can type in like your fandoms, you can type in, because it's like of everything. So like, it's like me, I particularly like reading Harry Potter, but if you like Game of Thrones fandom, fan fictions, bam, you can type that in. You like Call of Duty fan fiction, I don't know. You can pretty much type anything in and somebody's writing about it on there.
That's crazy.
So I went on there. Yeah, so one of the stories sent me to there. I remember there was like a Christmas one where it was like adult Sirius and Remus who are together and like living together, and then because there are some stories that are like close to canon. Like It Was Only a Kiss, that's kind of close to canon. And then that one, I forget what it was called, but it was something about Christmas, and it was pretty much
Can you explain to people like me who don't know what canon is? What's canon?
What canon is? Okay, so
all I know is a canon is you put this heavy ass ball in it and you shoot that shit back in the day. So like,
oh my gosh. Okay, so canon means like it's within the original universe of the story.
Also, that's why a lot of people keep like their like one of them has a really bad backstory and stuff like that because it's close to canon.
No, well, okay, so like I want to say Super Carlin Brothers on YouTube explained that, okay, so within the Harry Potter books, like the books are canon. That's the original story.
Oh yeah.
The movies are not canon
No.
because things are changed a lot.
Yeah, to make the movie go faster or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, cut out characters, they change who gives who what. Not canon. I haven't. It's
Not
funny because I
canon!
have the book. I have the book because someone gave it to me, but I've still yet to read The Cursed Child. That
Oh.
is not canon.
Not
As much
canon!
as J.K. likes to say, like, it is. The rules that she has put down in place about time turners and the fact that even when you're in the past and you're doing the stuff in real time, that, you know, you've always gone back in time and made those changes. And so I guess I haven't read it, but I know there are changes that are made that break those rules, regardless of what she says. So The Cursed Child is not canon.
Sorry,
Like, it didn't
JK,
take
you heard
place
it
in the
here first. I'm kidding.
Well, she knows what she be doing. Just like the whole issue with Fantastic Beasts 2, the Crimes of Grindelwald. They have that little bitty scene where they're showing a flashback of Newt in school at Hogwarts, and then they have the teacher who they refer to as McGonagall. Like, there's no way McGonagall was
Oh.
teaching at that time.
I have heard about that.
Yeah, because I think it takes place before she's even born. Or something.
Maybe
Like,
an
she wouldn't have been a
ancestor? I don't
teacher.
know.
No, well, that's the thing. So that's what people were saying. But I guess in the deleted scenes, which is funny, I have the DVD, I should check. But in the deleted scenes,
Fact check.
yeah, it was on clearance at my job for like 50 cents or something.
Hey,
so
that's a deal.
yeah. And so, I guess they say her first name too. So it's supposed to be Minerva McGonagall, and
No
that doesn't make sense at
way.
all. A lot of people say she be doing too much like fan service where she does things where she knows people will be excited about it.
Yeah.
But, you know, you still have to, somebody needs to come in and be like, this is not good continuity wise, you know, it
Yeah.
doesn't fit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Well, listen,
She has too
this
much
is,
pull.
This is a magical land. In her brain, it's very magical. So, like, maybe.
She needs some help.
Love you, JK.
But yeah, anyway, so now most of the ones that I read, like full stories that I read off of Archive of Our Own. Through researching to talk to you about it, I found there are several. I know obviously there's several other sites, but like I don't go to them. And so I found out there's some other sites. There's one called Comaful, which sounds interesting because I heard that you can also include GIFs.
Ooh,
And so I'm like, I might check that one out.
I like that.
There's fanfiction.net, which I guess is an older one that's been around for a long time, but a lot of people have migrated from that one to Archive.
Wait, can they do gifs on Archive?
No, I've seen like occasionally a picture, but I haven't seen really any GIFs on there.
Whack.
It's usually just like the story.
Whack. I want to see some moving pictures here, okay?
Well, if you want to see the moving pictures, you can go to Tumblr, you can go to Pinterest.
True that.
You have options. They have another one that's called Wattpad
Wattpad?
or Wattpad. I don't know. WATTPAD, which I heard that one's more shifted towards like teenage, like younger. Because Archive, you can read from fluff all the way to smut on there,
Hey,
like and
listen.
everything in between. Some of these other ones, I guess, have restrictions. That's all I was gonna say.
Oh. Listen, what I want to hear is your trip down the rabbit hole on that smut stuff. Tell us. Give us the tea. I got my lemonade. I'm ready for this story. Let's go.
I don't understand.
I want to hear a smut story.
First of all, I'm not gonna read you a smut story. I can read you a fluff story. But let me get back to the other websites, and then was it Devant Art, or I don't know how to say that. Was it? You've seen it. It's
Deviant. I don't know.
DEVIANT Art. That one, they also have. I checked that one out and I typed in Wolfstar to see, and they had a lot of cute pictures. But a lot of those cute pictures I have saved on Pinterest. So
Oh, so they're pretty much just in the same area.
a lot of these artists, you know, just put their things everywhere, which
Thank you.
I understand. Like I would do that too. Yeah, like I have ways of finding it. But yeah, I can read you a story.
Let's go. See, this is what I've been waiting for. Let's do this.
I lost it. Hold on. Oh, I found it.
Listen, what are...
It starts off with this cute picture.
That is so cute. Listen,
them
Kim.
hugging each
Later,
other.
you're going to read me a small one because I'm ready for that one. Let's go.
I can send you a link to one.
You can do one
But I'm not
ASMR
gonna-
style.
No. A lot of those are longer. Like, no. Okay, so this one, a lot of times people will do things, they'll pretty much throw out prompts, or they'll like ask someone like, oh, here's a prompt, and it, like if they, have time or if they're bored, they can write something to it. So this one says, this kind of looks like it was from Tumblr too, but the picture that I found, it's on Instagram. It says, oh, if you're taking prompts, what about Wolfstar fake dating celebrity AU?
Ooh.
Which I like the alternate universe ones as much as I like the in universe ones.
Yeah.
So this one, the person pretty much says, yes, I love that one. And then they start. So here's the story.
Yes.
All right. So it was James's idea. It is usually free publicity. It's working. James walked into the house as he waved the magazine above his head before tossing it on the coffee table for Sirius and Remus to look at from the spot on the couch. They saw a photo of themselves from their movie night a month back when it had just been the two of them due to Peter's poorly timed work meeting.
God damn it, Peter.
Sirius had his arm around Remus's shoulder, smiling as they left the theater. Sirius had his head turned, so his forehead was rested on Remus's temple.
So romantic. Why is
Rita
this more
Skeeter's-
romantic than my real life? God damn it.
Because somebody wrote it.
Okay, that's true.
Okay. Rita Skeeter's headline read, Rugby star tackles public dating life. Remus slowly removed his legs across Sirius' lap, hoping he wasn't being too obvious about his discomfort.
Oh.
This is incredibly cheesy, Sirius complained. Remus nodded, picking up the magazine to inspect it closer. At least the photo was good. Secretly, the photo was more than good. It was perfect, and he had wanted to cut it out and keep it with him forever.
That is adorbs.
James seemed thrilled at the minor approval and deemed it safe enough to announce the bigger news. You're trending on Twitter.
Okay, who doesn't want to hear that right now? I am trending on Twitter. Let's go.
Right, it says, Sirius had his phone out before Remus could even comprehend the words that had left James' mouth. Remus leaned forward, resting his head on Sirius' shoulders as he watched the man scroll through his Twitter feed. Sure enough, he saw their names and pictures of themselves come up on nearly every other post.
Dang.
The caption reads, my favorite sports celebrity is now dating my favorite YouTuber. 2020 can't get any better than this.
2020
Serious?
can definitely get
This,
better.
this is in an imaginary universe, all right? It's a Sirius read out loud. Hashtag, what took them so long? Hashtag Wolfstar, which,
Wolfstar.
side note, in this universe, they're calling them Wolfstar? Like, okay.
Listen, people are putting this together. Like, yes, let's go.
All right. And, okay. So, Remus snorted, remembering the silly couple named Lily had made up for them in their last year of school. Oh, Remus is my favorite YouTuber too, James clapped his fists together, smiling brightly at the pair. I don't know about Sirius, though. Personally, Gideon Pruitt's got a better butt.
Dang, that's some shade.
Sirius threw a pillow at James' face. Fine. Message received. I'm meeting Lily for dinner. I'll see you tomorrow, yeah? Oh, keep up with the good work. And with that, James was gone.
Bye.
The house was silent after the door clicked shut, and Remus couldn't decide if it was comfortable or awkward. Maybe a mix of both.
It's because he
Sirius
wanted to get it on,
turned-
that's why.
Can I read the story?
Sorry.
Sirius turned his phone off, and Remus liked to think he was imagining the small frown on his face. Well, the fake dating sure seems to be working. Remus cringed as he said it, knowing it was already obvious, seeing how they were number 3 on trending.
Hey.
The house went silent once again, and Remus hoped his heartbeat wasn't audible as it beat hard against his rib cage. Sirius tapped the dark, empty screen on his phone. Remus wondered, if not for the first time, why everything had gone so awkward between them. It was just like Peter said a couple weeks ago. The only difference is now you kiss each other on the lips and you do it publicly. Sirius and Remus were no strangers to affection. They both knew what it was like to come from an unloving home and to be in need of physical platonic love. They've been comfortable sleeping in the same bed since they met when they were 11 and hugged as often as they could get away with. So why was it weird to be in the same room alone after having kissed a few times?
Dang, that's a legit question.
Slowly but finally, Remus shook his head at how ridiculous they were both acting. They were Sirius and Remus, best friends and marauders for life. There was absolutely no need for unnecessary tension due to some publicity stunt for Sirius approaching rugby season. All right, how about we watch Ocean's 8 and eat the rest of Prong's ice cream? Remus asked,
That sounds
and
like a fun
Sirius
date.
turned to smile at him. Sounds perfect. Sirius decided that if they were going to do nothing but eat ice cream for the rest of the night, they needed to do it at the max level of comfort.
Yeah, with
He
George Clooney,
rearranged. Wait, but Ocean's 8 is the one with the girls.
too. Is
so there's
it
no
that
George
one?
Clooney.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
it, so I don't know.
He rearranged the coffee table and laid layers of blankets over the top so they could lie down, and then requested they both change to pajamas. Jeans in Sirius rulebook were forbidden.
All right, want to dance with no pants on? Holla. I see it. I get it.
While he was putting the DVD in the player, Remus walked out of the hallway looking confused. Have you seen my sweater? I can't find it. Sirius turned to face Remus, expecting to tease him about walking around in the cold of early spring without a shirt on, but instead he met with something worse. Is that my old practice jersey? Yeah, sorry. Is it okay if I wear it? Sirius swallowed hard, debating whether or not just to say fuck it and kiss Remus right then and there, or
Ooh.
demand that he find his sweater instead, so Sirius didn't have to be tortured for the entire duration of the movie.
Dang.
Instead, he allowed himself to calmly say, no, yes, I mean, yeah, you're fine. Remus nodded his thanks and then turned to sit down, and Sirius about cried.
Damn.
Remus revealed the back of the jersey, which has Sirius's last name black in gold letters and a big number 12 just below it.
Man, there's nothing better than seeing your man in your jersey. Let's go.
He's
girl,
wearing
whatever
my
you go for,
number.
let's-
He's wearing my number. He's wearing my name.
That is mine. That's my ass right there.
The thought did funny things to Sirius's heart. Remus sat on the blanket pile and got comfortable before he turned to face the TV, and Sirius had to whip around in order to not get caught staring. He pressed play and went to his desk next to Remus on their couch, praying to whatever deity existed that he wouldn't screw this up.
I feel that though.
Remus Lupin always thought things out before he acted on his ideas. He thought of every outcome, weighed the pros and cons of each one, and then finally formed a step-by-step plan of action.
Damn. Love really do make you stupid, no?
The clever shit knew exactly what he was doing when he put on Sirius' old practice jersey.
Dang, he was not playing. He was
It
pulling out
had
the
hit
big guns.
Remus in such sudden clarity as he stripped his jeans why he was being awkward around Sirius. Because on his side of the whole fake dating deal, it wasn't strictly platonic. He liked Sirius, wanted more from Sirius than a fake relationship, and he realized as he threw his sweater on the bed that there was a chance Sirius wanted more too. So he pretended like he
seen
couldn't
it.
find his sweater, and he put on that jersey on purpose.
See? Bitches ain't dumb, man. They gonna get what they want.
Especially not Remus Lupin.
Hell
All
no.
right, so Sirius doesn't know what made him do it. He couldn't blame it on the movie since Ocean's 8 wasn't anywhere near romantic, nor could he blame it on alcohol. All that they had since lunch was ice cream. The only thing to blame was the damn jersey and how hot Remus looked in it. Sirius believed he could get an award for how long it took until he cracked.
Dang.
until he grabbed Remus by the chin and kissed him like a starved man.
Whew.
It was different from their public kisses, which were often short, simple pecks with no meaning to them. It was different in the way Remus was overtly not holding back the kiss. It was real. It was requited. For the first time, Sirius realized Remus tasted like chocolate, and it was then he decided that it was the best dessert in the world.
Hey, chocolate is delicious.
Too soon, Remus pulled away laughing. What took them so long, he asked, quoting the earlier tweet.
No.
Sirius rolled his eyes and kissed him again.
Oh, that's
And that's
so
the end of
cute.
that one.
Wow. That's adorable.
Yeah, most of them are like adorable like that I end up reading, and then I'll be at work smiling like a weirdo on my break.
It's like, where are these people? Can you not write my life, please? Like, please, por favor. I'd appreciate
Man,
that.
no, and then I had told you about that that post that I saw that was saying your favorite OTP, One True Pairing, is a character that is your type and a character that you project upon.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, wow, like, that's rude, first of all, that you're going to put people on blast like that. Because I identify so hard with Remus Lupin, all the way down from the sweaters any time of the year, and the reading, and the love of hot chocolate, and all things cozy. And then it's like, am I into a guy like Sirius? Is this what my next chapter of my life is going to be like? But I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I get there.
I can't even tell you. Like, all I'm saying is, if it is, you going into some spicier stuff than me. Like, goddamn.
Man, yeah, a man with a motorcycle.
Ooh, yes.
That sounds dangerous and scary, but the Gryffindor in me says, let's try that out.
What is that quote about danger?
But yeah, that's pretty much your intro to fan fiction, primarily Harry Potter fan fiction. This is a new journey for me, and then you get to hear about it, Hyra, because I just be telling you stuff or new stories that I'm reading and which ones I like and which ones I don't really like that much. What are your thoughts?
I'm sorry. It went like that for a second. I was like, what is going on? You know what?
Oh, no.
I really like I don't know. Like, for me, I personally wouldn't go out of my way for the fanfics. Like, for Harry Potter, because, Harry Potter really, I like Harry Potter, but I don't think like you said, you so heartily are, like, Remus, right?
Yeah,
Or
Remus
yeah.
Lupin.
Wait, which one did you say you like? Like, the one that you feel is you? The one with the
Lupin.
chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remus. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Remus Lupin.
Okay, so,
I
like,
identify with him.
Yeah, I know you identify with them. But with me, it's like, I can't think of, other than, like, the only thing I can think of is, like, that I would read is, like, Lily and Snape stuff.
James. Oh.
No. No.
And here we clash again.
Here we clash again. Like, I would read.
On the Snape thing.
I would, ooh, girl, like, I'm telling you, like, I could fix that. Like, listen, I would probably read some Snape and Lily fanfic just because I really like Snape. Like, Snape is, like, my dog, you know what I mean? Like, he's not, whatever. I'm just saying, like, I really like him, so I probably would read some Snape fanfic. I don't think it really matters who it would be with. It could be with, like, Lily. It could fucking be with fucking...
Honestly, he needs someone else. Because there are some fan fictions where they put an original character into the mix. I've read, like, one or two of those. There are... Which I feel like that'd probably be his best bet. Somebody made an original character for him.
Yeah, listen, I don't know. He could be fucking paired with Voldemort. I don't give a shit. Like, I'd probably read it. But...
That'd be wild. I would read that. I would read that.
But other than that, like, I can't see myself reading any of the other ones. Mm-hmm. But I just really like hearing you talk about it. Like, it just sounds like so much fun. Like, I wish I liked these characters a lot more so I could get into it. Like, I could get me into some spicy stuff. Some little fluff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm down. But...
Or the smut.
Yes, always with the smut. Let's go. But,
I don't know, but then
but-
I feel like when I'm really into something, I talk about it like super animatedly because I've been told by my coworkers like when I talk about movies and stuff, it makes them want to watch it. So I don't know. I feel like I'm just like saying the same things over and over again, and I'm probably boring you guys. But then I'm hearing the opposite come the other way.
No, I actually really like it. Like, I like hearing you talk about it because you just get so excited about it, and like, I enjoy it. It's just that me personally, like, I don't think I could really like read something like that. Well, maybe I would. Maybe my thing is I'm just not looking for it. Maybe if you send me a few, I'll read them. But like
But then also, I guess it would also depend on the fandom because you don't have to read any Harry Potter ones. There could be something else that you're into, or a book series, or a movie show. You like what's that video game where the main character's your husband?
what video game? You're
Dang,
frozen.
what is it?
Huh?
Where I said, what is it? No, you had the dang, what is it called?
Assassin's
You
Creed.
had like used to have the game when we were like in high school, and I think you had a figure of him. It's like on the tip of my tongue, the video game. Go through your list of husbands. Assassin's Creed.
That's what I said. I said Assassin's Creed.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. It just hit me. Okay, because there's more than one guy, right? In
Yeah,
that
there's
game?
a lot of
Okay, so there was one specific one that was your husband,
Altair.
huh?
I think his name was Altair. I can't remember. I'm
Okay.
a goldfish and I
Okay,
played
so-
and
Watch. There's probably fan fiction about him, and you could read that.
that's true.
They
you're
make
right,
some
you're right.
fan fictions where it's you and the character. They write you in there, where it'll literally say your first name, your last name, like you in the story now. I've seen some like that. So you could, matter of fact, I think one of the first ones that I read was a Sirius Black one, but just like you in a relationship with him. And so it was pretty much they made a new character, but they gave her a name in this one, but it's supposed to be you. And she was like best friends, like she grew up next door to James, and so like her and Sirius started kind of having a thing. But then that one they literally wrote like 2 chapters and then like abandoned that work, which I hate that. But yeah, and then I've seen some other ones where it literally will say your name, your first name, your last name. So
That's
it's just
crazy.
maybe
That's
yeah,
pretty
maybe
cute.
Harry Potter fan fictions aren't for you, but there's so many other things that you're into that you like that you could find a fan fiction about it. And like those instead,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but for me, like, I think I pretty much like I told you before, I really like the webtoon stuff, like the webtoon stuff because they have a lot of fluff. I've only seen one smut one here.
All right, well, I don't know. That was the end of my episode.
It was fun. I really liked it. Like I liked the story at the end. That was fun.
Yeah, it turned out better than I thought it was because I have like all these notes, but I was like, dang, how am I going to present this? Because I was like, I wouldn't present it the same way I did with like the history lesson. So more fun. It's fine. I'll still tell you about the fanfics that I like, and we'll go from there. So the next thing we're gonna do is pull the oracle card. Since Hyra is at her house and the oracle cards are at my house, I'm gonna pull one. This will be my first time pulling an oracle card. I don't know how to shuffle, so I've been shuffling my slow way this entire time since we've pretty much ended. And
Listen, whatever feels right to you, it's gonna be what's gonna
hey,
happen.
this is how I shuffle.
You can do it, Kim.
So I'm about to pull
Yes.
a card, and we're gonna
gonna be
go.
real.
Yep. All right. So number 33 in the book. Oh, I popped right to the page. So it says, I don't want to be anyone's prisoner. I want to be a queen. So you will, when you've crossed that next brook, said the White Knight. Oh, but the divination part is interesting. It says, raising your
go for it.
status, you are taking charge of your life, making decisions for yourself, and setting rules and boundaries that work for you, declaring your independence, becoming powerful and influential, wanting to embrace your potential.
And that's pretty much exactly what I got from just that quote too. So, like, listen, if there's something out there that you really feel passionate about it, do it. You're gonna slay that shit like a fucking queen. Do it. Don't be scared, and just be ready to do what you gotta do to get it done.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was this week's episode of Item 9 Podcast.
Don't forget, you are the bee's knees.
Item 9.
We'll see you guys next Friday. Bye, guys.
Bye.